Hey, okay, guys. So, kind of taking a day off today from doing all this MLSP work, but I just want to make a quick video to share a little bit my experience, so that I hopefully that I could help to answer some of the questions that you guys have. So, I know I know pretty much everybody has been generating leads on Facebook and by posting and all of that, which is great. So now I get the questions like, what do I do next? So I think now the question is what to do and what to say to those leads, and can we convert those leads into a sale now. So see, I'm fixing my hair. Don't worry about me. It's not Facebook Live, so I'm just going to do it. Anyway, so I just want to share my my experience, so that hopefully that helps a little bit. Again, everybody has different way to do things, but I thought that I just want to share a little bit. So what I have done so far is that, of course we do the posting. Once we do the posting, which I share with you guys that what I post and how I get my leads, and some of you tried that and it has been working very well. So we're gonna do that. We do the posting. We get people opt in. Once we get people opt in, we need to do follow up. So here's the thing. I want you guys to keep in mind, so that you don't feel disappointed. This is what's gonna happen when people opt in. You will have people opt in with their name, phone number, email address. So you have all the contact information, and then we have people that opt in with name, email address, but no phone number. Then we will have people also opt in with name and fake email address, fake phone number, or a phone number that doesn't work. It happens to me. It happens to all of us. So what do? You will not know if those information that they put in are correct until you do the follow-up. So let me just share this one particular case that I have. So last week I have, in one day I have 18 leads, and then I sat on it for a few days. I couldn't build up the courage to make the phone call. Finally, I made a phone call. I made a phone call. I did my follow-up on Sunday, and find out there were quite a bit of people that put in the phone number. It went to voicemail when I called. So I left them a brief message. I said, hey, this is Candace, and from CandaceTraining.com, and I saw that you check out one of my free training. So if you know exactly which one they do, I was doing the Facebook cheat sheet. So I thought, I saw that you check into my Facebook cheat sheet. I just want to call to see, what's up, and find out how I can help you. And I gave them my phone number. Now, if I get someone, which I was kind of, but out of 18 phone number, I call few that message, and then there are a few that does not have phone number, have email address, and then I email them. And then I did get to talk to a couple people, and one particular person that I talked to, when I was talking to them, basically I just say, I tell them my name and introduce myself, and let them know that, hey, I saw that you check out my Facebook cheat sheet, and I just want to check on you to see how you're doing. Is there anything that I can help? And, like that. And then I asked them questions. I asked them what business they're in, what's their company named, and what's their goal, and what is their challenge of, the business, and how are they doing with, posting on Facebook group. All of these people that get our leads on Facebook group, they have been posting in one of those groups that we belong to, or they have been looking around, and so that they're doing something on Facebook, and you could actually just ask those questions. How are they doing on that? So after talking to this lady, I kept my initial conversation with that person kind of short for a couple of reasons. I don't want to have a long conversation with them on the first initial conversation for a couple of reasons. One, we don't want to seem to be like we're desperate and they're the only one that we're calling. So that's just one of the plans that I have. So, and two, you just call them out of the blue. They might be in the middle of something. They're not prepared to sit there, listen to you, try to pitch them your idea. So what I do is I have a little brief conversation with them, and then I say, hey, you know what? Why don't we set up a time where, you and I could sit in front of the computer, we could go over some stuff, and, and then we set an appointment. When you set an appointment, then this person had an expectation that this time we're going to be talking about something. So that's why I set the appointment. Now, this particular lady that I have from Texas, she did not have a computer, so I can't really pitch her, show her, do a screen share with her whatsoever. I couldn't do that. So what I did was, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's just set a time. Let's talk. All right. So then I sent her I said, you know what? Go on to my Facebook, my Facebook page. Check out some of the free training that I have there, and like my page and all of that. And I also invited her to send me a friend request. So I text her all this information. Why do I do that? I do that because, one, we have to build up the audience, and two, I want to send her to my fan page, because I have content in my fan page, and when she go in there, she check out the content that I put on there, she will feel more comfortable talking to me after she saw me in action. So that's why it's very important that you guys have to build up your fan page, build up the content in your fan page. So after, we made an appointment, I talked to her on Sunday, made an appointment for the following next Tuesday, and then we had, prior to our Tuesday conversation, I actually went onto her Facebook page and kind of look around her page. So I'm kind of doing a little bit prospecting, on her to see what she's doing and whatever. But because with this particular lady, she has set her Facebook page very private, so I was not able to see a whole lot. But that was okay. So on our phone call, what we did was, I had invited her to send me a friend request, so she sent me a friend request, and then I was able to view her Facebook page. Then I was able to give her a free consultation. We look at her Facebook profile, and I look at her stuff, and, typical network marketer, product and company info everywhere. And I was able to give her, we talked for 2 hours. The first hour was pretty much, giving her some tips on, how she should be doing doing marketing on social media, and give her some advice on, social media marketing. And we also talk about how she should talk to people when she's trying to sell their product and all of that. So I spent that whole 1 hour just to do a consultation on helping her. Now, why do I do that? The goal to do that is that I want to show her what I know, and I also, we first identify, I asked her a few questions and guide her, and guide her to identify her weakness and strength in business. And she also able to identify her needs. And this is very important. Once she identify her needs, and with us being familiar with MLSP, with our system, we know what the system could offer. So you just tailor your conversation toward to this, your prospects' needs when you have that conversation. So it's very important. So it's very important for you to listen to their needs before you jump into and find those fancy buzzwords and fancy term, or trying to pitch a sell, because that's just not gonna work. I mean, personally for me, it won't work for me. I use what I know. I use my knowledge to educate and use my knowledge to help her and give her suggestion. And after that, whole hour of consultation with her, she asked me what I do, and that's when I start sharing what I do and all of that, and the system. And she was like, whatever it is, I want to be in. And pretty much before we close out the call, you know, I know that she will be, you know, she will convert to do this with me. So I sent her the link and have another follow-up call with her. So what I'm trying to say is that if you have, so the step that I have been taking, right, in order to make it work, it was that, you know, we post, we get leads, we follow up. When we do the follow-up call, we kind of prospect. When you're doing the prospecting, you basically, you know, identify the needs of your prospect. You know, you need to identify their needs. And, you know, by identifying their needs, then you could share what you know to fulfill their needs. And it is very, very important that you need to know, you need to learn everything. You don't necessarily have to know how to do everything that the system has to offer, but you need to know what the system has to offer, because you're going to be meeting with different type of people, and different people will have different needs. Some people, they probably never need to have a blog page, right? Blog is not their thing. They're not going to do it. So you don't want to offer blog. Some people, they like blog. They like the blog, but they don't have a proper CRM system. You need to know that, hey, we have a great CRM system. Some people, they want to have the funnelizer. They want to have their own funnel to capture their own leads. So understanding what the system could offer to a different package that the system could offer, and to different fields, to different people, it's very important. And do not rush into pitch this sell, you know, and do not rush into, you know, telling them what this system has to offer. Identify their needs and then fulfill their needs with what we have. The system has everything for everyone. If this is not something that they want, we have another one that they needed. So you just need, really, I cannot stress enough that you really, really need to understand what this system has to offer. You do not, again, I don't know how to do everything, yes, but I could understand, because after exploring the back office, I could tell different people which portion of the system would work for this different place. Okay. One more thing. It's very important that we follow up, and we have to interact with people. So after all of this posting, Mommy. I have. Hold on one second. With all of this posting that I have, so I'm not saying that to be a show off, but I'm just giving you some evidence of what could have, you know, what could this do for you if you could be consistent doing what you do and learn the system. So yesterday, after all this posting, yesterday I got another 20-something leads in my CRM system. And with that, I have actually a couple people, after they got my free training, they sent me a message on Facebook, and I took the advantage of them initiate the conversation with me. I took it further, so I started asking them what do they do, what type of business they're in, ask them different kind of question and where they're from, and ask them to go to my fan page to check out some free trainings, and ask them to send me a friend request. By doing all of those, I'm building a relationship with them. And now those couple people that I was talking to yesterday, both of them from UK. I don't know anything about them. Both of them from UK, and I'm actually having an appointment set up with both of them the next 2 days on Skype. And also, you want to follow up with the people that you talk to. You know, someone that I met about 3 months ago, and as we're speaking right now, she opted in to watch the video, and we had an appointment to talk tomorrow. And then another gentleman that used to work with me, I just sent out a message to him, say, hey, I need your help. I need to look for someone who blog. I need your help to find someone that you know that blog and or likes to do video, whatever. And we kind of keep that conversation, keep going. I don't sell him anything. I go with the direction, say, I want you to help me. I know you have someone, you know someone that do this, and I would like to be connected with those. And we start talking, and after a few conversation, now I'm gonna have a follow up with him, because now he get to the point that he's like, whatever that you're doing, I would like to check it out because I'm interested in looking into something too. So you don't be judgmental. Don't assume people would or would not do what you do, but don't. All of these people that I have been talking to, I have never told them what I do. I just simply say, what do you do? How can I help you? Or I ask for help. Say, I'm looking for these type of people to be connected to. Do you have the connection? When you ask that question, and that get people to be curious, like, so why are you looking for these people? Then I would tell them, like, well, I'm doing this because I'm a lot of people doing the blogging and whatever. They didn't know that they could make money, and I'm training and I'm helping those people. So if you know anybody, connect me. And they're in the back of their mind, like, well, if I know all of these people and you're gonna train them, and I'm gonna connect you, I want to know how I can be in the middle person. And right now, they just think of being a middle person. But you want to have that conversation continue. Eventually, it will become, how can I get involved so that I could actually do something too? And I could actually learn and make extra money. Something like that. So I know it's a little bit long video, but I just want to share with you my experience this past couple weeks, my experience with different people with both coal and warm market. I cannot stress enough. Please take time out, not just being posting on Facebook. Please take some time out to learn the system, to learn what the system has to offer. Go into the back office, start poking things, and find out what we have. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.